Okay, so we're learning the process here. I want to thank everybody for coming by. Sorry about the sound. They told me the sound would work, and the sound didn't work. So we'll try to fix that next time and see if we can get the sound going. But you're right, Mike. It was Secret Agent Man, and I had the sound here, but obviously the sound wasn't going. So I want to make sure. Can you guys give me a little note? You can hear me now. Is that correct? I'll stop for a second. Make sure. Just wait for a second. Make sure everybody can hear me now. As they said, hey, can you hear me now? And all right, excellent. I think you guys can hear me. Excellent. So let's have a look, see who's here. Stand by. Let's. I can't keep up with the chat. There's so many folks talking, but Dennis was the first in. Dennis, great to see you. New Orleans girl, glad to have you come by. Drone Bum, great to have you. Thank you for coming by. Let's see who else stopped in. Gemma from Journey's Grace. Thank you. Also, Stacy Morgan. Always good to see you. I'm sorry I missed your show today about giving a belt away or a button away. I think that's what it was. And let's see, Maddie, glad to see you here. As I said, no sound. I'm going to figure out what that was all about. Probably the fact that I'm on a Mac. There's always something different when you're with a Mac. Let's see, who else? Did I miss anybody as we come down here? Mrs. is there. Miss Terry, great to see you. Glad you could break away from work just for a few moments. Well, thank you for, keeping your nose to the grindstone out there. And Mike from Lottery Life. Keely, good to see you. And let's see. And Susan Hamilton. Susan, great to have you come by. Thanks so much, everybody. This is my first attempt at this live stream. What I was trying to fill in is that, as you know, I have this Wednesdays with Wendell Live, and it's every other Wednesday because it puts it's a lot of work to get that show put together, and I just can't do one every week. So I was doing it every other week. But then people would ask me, "So are you on this Wednesday?" And it just got what's the right word? It got a little confusing for folks. They didn't know if I was on or wasn't on. So what I've decided to do is to try this. 1 week on Wednesdays, we'll just have a video call in, and we'll figure out how the format will go as we get into this. And then on the other Wednesday, I'll have the normal Wednesdays with Wendell Live, the full show with the music and so on. And we'll have sound for that one. So that's what we're thinking, or that's where I'm headed. No Man Unbroken Live, great to see you. Thanks for coming by. So a little bit, what's been going on with me? Well, I posted a new video on Monday. It's a Jason Aldean tune, a country tune called A Little More Summertime. And unfortunately, it's blocked in the United Kingdom and Australia. Womp, womp. Sometimes that happens. I've got 2 songs now. One is blocked completely, which I never posted because it got blocked completely. And then sometimes they'll partially block it because YouTube doesn't have the license for that specific country. So unfortunately, that one's not. You can't see it in Australia and United Kingdom, but every place else you can see that. So. As you probably noticed, if you're watching the channel, I published the Corona parody a couple weeks ago, a little more than a week ago. That still is my favorite, not my favorite, but it's the video everybody's watching right now. I'm getting about 30 to 40 views a day on that one, which for my channel, that's a lot. So that's still putting out a lot. Again, I want to thank Paul Akerman over in the United Kingdom for helping me with that one. And what else do I want to say here? Oh, if you notice, I modified my channel name. I didn't change it. I modified it. And I also put my picture in lieu of the logo before I had the logo. So I decided, hey, let me put the picture in of myself. And I also modified my name so that it says Wendell Live, and then it says what I do, which is music cover videos. Yes, right. So well, while we're talking here, I'm going to post, if anybody wants to come on and talk and chat. As I said, I'm still trying to figure all this out and see if I can make this work. But there's the link there. I'm using StreamYard. If you're familiar with StreamYard, this is the free version of StreamYard because I am on the low budget program. And right now, I just want to try this out and see how it works. Everything is low budget. If they don't sell it at Home Depot, I typically don't have it on the program, or except for some of the microphones and cameras and stuff. I don't know if you heard or not, but you cannot get a web camera right now. So web cameras are unavailable. You go on Amazon, I think they're selling them for like $900. There's people who got web cameras for sale for $900 or so. These web cameras are typically $100. So they're sold out right now. So let's see. Did anybody? I gotta believe that you're hearing me because I'm not getting anybody telling me. So obviously, I fixed the sound. I got my own sound up here, and Dennis has come on. Dennis, you ready to come on here? Let's bring Dennis up.
Howdy.
Hey, Dennis, how you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
It's great to see you. I'm good. Let me try to introduce people to who Dennis Lovelady is, okay? And if
Good luck with that.
And if I mess up, let me know. But Dennis is I call him the singing drone man. Him and a number of folks in his drone circle, every Saturday and Sunday they have a sunrise drone live cast, and it's really pretty cool. Dennis, maybe you can talk more about it than I can.
Thanks. Yeah, actually, Drone Bomb is in the chat. He's the one who started this madness. But yeah, it starts out in New York, or on Saturdays it starts out in Philadelphia, and we just kind of follow the sun toward the west, and we're there's some possibility that we'll see something significantly further west even than Texas in the very near future. So
oh wow,
yeah.
More recruits, right?
More recruits.
Yeah, I love it.
They get the same money we do.
Well, I have to tell you, I was in New York having breakfast in the little Marriott cafe there, and I was just browsing, and somehow your stream came up, and I found it. I said, "This is fabulous," because some of the sunrises you guys capture are just fabulous. So
yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad we can share that stuff. It's great.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to talk about? Tell me about your network. Got blown up and at home, and you're still having troubles getting it put up.
We had a storm here that an electrical storm, and it took out some important pieces of equipment to me, and one of the servers that I was using to drive the doing the firewall and the routing for all of the network. I have a complex network, and that's got knocked out, and I'm having trouble replacing that puppy.
But wow!
I have put in something that sort of serves its place, but I'm still lacking about 8 terabytes of data that I would really like to have my hands on. But oh well. It's not hurt. I mean, it's still all safe and so on. Just that box is
excellent. And as I said, I sort of mentioned this when you first came on, but in addition to the him live streaming the sunrise, he'll take requests and he'll sing songs as the sunrise is coming up. It's a different experience, that's for sure.
Yeah, I try.
Yeah, so
I have a rather vast repertoire, if you. I'm not. That's a bad word. For songs, let's put it that way.
Oh wow, excellent. So, anything else you want to share about your channel, or anything else you want to share?
Nope, that's not all I do. Check out my channel sometime.
And it's just Dennis Lovelady, right?
To other people's channels by clicking on their icons here in the chat.
Yeah.
Maybe some setting or something, but anyway, yeah, check out everybody's channels. I know Drone Bum is here, and other people have good content. So
now is Drone Bum the person you did the castle with? Oops, he froze on me. Oh, there we go.
Okay, I missed the question. I heard is drone.
Is Drone Bum the person you did the castle with?
He is. Yeah,
Yes, that's what I thought.
Yeah, he lives up there in Long Island.
Yeah, that was I really enjoyed that. It was like visiting the what was it? I can't remember whose castle it was.
Guggenheim.
That's right, the Guggenheim Castle. So that was cool, and I was surprised you were there, and nobody else was there. It's just you guys.
Nobody else was there. It was a Saturday morning. It was fairly early. I think 7 o'clock. Correct me if I'm wrong, Drone Bum, but just nobody was there because it was Saturday morning and because it was early and it was cold.
Excellent. It was cold.
So yeah, it was nice.
Excellent. All right, sir. Well, anything else you want to share? Anything else?
Am I having network problems still?
I don't know if it's you or it's me, but every once in a while you freeze up on us. So
maybe we should give someone else an opportunity, but then we'll find out whether it's you.
Well, the good news is that I've got a free queue. There's nobody else to come on right now. So if anybody wants to join, please join. Here, I'll post the link here again real quick in case anybody wants to grab the link, because it probably disappeared up there in the chat. So
I'm happy to step aside if yeah, I don't want to stand in someone's way, but yeah, you have a pretty nice crowd here. That's
Hey, Ray Kelly, thanks for coming by. I'm going to take a real quick look at the chat, Dennis, and see if there's Nomad Unbroken live. Good to see him. And Rock Hard Riffs. Hey, great. Thanks for coming by. And let's see if I missed anybody. If I missed anybody, please post again. I can't keep up with the comments. So if anybody else was out there, please let me know. So Dennis, tell me, are you doing anything different because of the house arrest or the isolation or anything? Are you doing anything different?
Retirement is fairly new to me. I retired in August, so it's not been quite a year yet. So it's all pretty new to me. And then of course my wife's in China, so I'm kind of left here alone. It's a weird time. It truly is, and this just adds to the weirdness. But because I live in Georgia, and our governor has basically said, he's closed down businesses and so on, but he says, do your exercise, get out, do things, The impact on me hasn't been so great. I'm not a shopper anyway. I don't go to the malls and that sort of thing. So yeah, I just sit at home and do pretty much what I would have been doing anyway.
Yeah, well, I am a shopper. I do get out just to get out. So I will say the thing I do miss is just getting out and going someplace. Right now, there is no place to go. So you can go to the grocery store, but I've avoided going there myself. So
right.
So
yeah, I think that's wise. I spent some time out in our we call it a bog. It used to be a bog, but now it's just a flower garden area, and cleaning that place up. So.
Let me just take a side trip. So I just want to mention, if anybody else wants to come on, please click on the link there. You do need to have the Chrome browser or a Firefox browser to come on. But if you'd love to come on, just click on the link and you'll pop up here, and we'll bring you on screen. And
on Apple, you have to have the Safari browser.
I don't think it worked. No,
on my iPad, it wouldn't. Chrome says Chrome hands off to a Safari.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. As I said, I'm learning. So
yep, there you go.
And I picked StreamYard as I went and looked at the different types of live streaming software out there.
Right.
This was the simplest, and it's all cloud-based, so it's not running off of my computer. So it wasn't taking the power from my computer. So let's again. I just wanted to get something that I could use on these on the right word, the off Wednesdays. So,
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So let's see what else I want. I have another question for you. So let me ask. So let me ask you. Once this is over, whenever that might be, okay. However, I have no idea what the exit plan is. But once this is over, what's the first thing you want to do? Is there something you want to go do that you haven't been able to do?
Yeah, I actually, I was in the midst of creating a video inspired by Dad Random, a video of this area, just featuring Fayetteville, Georgia, and/or Peachtree City, Georgia. And I got that. Maybe there's some extra footage that I want, but and this would be a great time to go get it because nobody's out there. However, it's also kind of a populated area, well, normally a populated area, and I think I want people there for it. So
excellent.
Yeah, so I'll do that, or I'm hoping to do that once this madness is gone.
It's over. Yeah. Like I said, I have no idea what the exit plan is. So I have one other person who wants to come on. Do you want to stick around and listen in, or do you want to?
No, I'll listen in. Sure. Absolutely.
All right. So let's see how I can. I figure out how to do this here. Hey, Miss Madeline, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Excellent. How's Los Angeles treating you so far?
Horrible.
What's that?
I said, oh God, I look horrible.
A little bright on the face there, maybe.
Oh yeah, let's see.
That's because you're in that sunny town of town of Los Angeles. You said you wanted the sun, so you moved.
Yep. But now I'm stuck inside.
That's right. Now you're stuck inside. So how are you doing? Pretty good?
Yeah, pretty good. I'm just spending my time sewing and I'm drawing today. And I ride my bike around once a day, so that's good. I got my boyfriend here, so I'm not too bored. And yeah, I'm fine.
Excellent. So what about you? What have you been doing to try to stay away from being bored during this isolation time?
Well, I set up I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, I'm trying to flip around. My sewing studio.
Excellent.
There. So I can sew my projects for my Maddie Men's. And that's what I do most of the time. This is my new one I just did today. Right there.
Oh, excellent.
Very cool.
So why don't you tell a few folks about your background? I mean, why are you doing all this sewing stuff?
Oh, well, I'm a fashion designer. I went to FIT for school, and I was doing denim design at Tommy Hilfiger and then The Gap. And then I moved out here, and while I was trying to get a job, we all got printing. So to stay busy in the industry and feign off the boredom, I've been doing some sewing, making clothes, and embroidering some vintage shirts and stuff like that.
Wow. Excellent. Yeah, it's unfortunate. You got out to LA just as the economy took a tank. So.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I prepared.
Yeah. Let me take a side road here and let's see who stopped by. Jim from Video Call-In Show. Jim, great to see you. He is like the master of the Video Call-In Show, just so you know. Jim has a show every Sunday. It's at 8 p.m. If my moderator there could find his channel and post it, it'd be great to post it for us. But Jim does a great job on Sunday's Video Call-In Show. He has a theme every Sunday. He'll have a theme and does a nice job. So Five Angels Vlog, thanks for coming by. And Heavy Metal Magnet is also in LA, Maddie. So.
Oh, cool. I can't chat because now I'm on this thing, but I'll say hi once I get
there
back.
You go. So, Maddie, do you have a channel name? You don't have a channel, do you?
No, I have an Instagram.
What's your Instagram? Somebody's asking.
Oh, it's at Maddie Men's. You're gonna have to maybe type it out, Dad.
Let's see here. So it's at MADDIEMENDS.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
And it's only on Instagram. I don't have a YouTube or anything.
Yes. We need to work on that, Dennis.
I'm not a big YouTuber. I only go on here to watch you, Dad.
That's good. Oh, excellent. So now that I got you both on here, help me out a little. So I didn't have any sound in the beginning, huh?
No, we couldn't hear you.
All right, I have to figure out what that is because they told me, oh yeah, you can hear the sound. So I'll have to figure that one out. So, all right. But trust me, it was a great beginning.
It was.
I could hear it.
I could hear it.
Yeah, I like that. I got him that Goofy watch, everybody, for Christmas.
That's right. So the Goofy watch. If you didn't notice, that Goofy watch goes backwards. And for me, it's perfect because I'm left-handed and it makes perfect sense to me. I can look at it and tell you right away what time it is.
Right.
Oh,
I didn't notice.
yes. So, Maddie, what's been the hardest part of this quarantine for you?
Well, I just moved here a month ago and I wanted to get out and try all these restaurants and go to Disneyland and see the neighborhood, and now I can't do any of that stuff. So it's fine. Like I said, I still go out back and stuff, but it would be nice to explore the neighborhood and the city, and I can't really do that right now. But that's okay. It won't be forever.
No, it won't. Hopefully, as I said, I'm trying to keep this a politics-free zone, but I think we'll be through this hopefully shortly. I don't know what shortly means, but shortly.
Right, hopefully. So I said the first thing I'm going to do is go to Disneyland.
I heard today that Disneyland is considering, when they do reopen, to test everybody's temperature coming in. So that will add.
Fun.
So not only do you have to, scan to get in and get your bags checked, you're not going to have your temperature checked.
The new upcoming norm, right?
Yeah, I think you're exactly right.
You can't go on an airplane without getting your temperature
Until there's a
checked.
vaccine for it.
They had a story on today about an Uber driver whose son had put some plexiglass between the front and the back so that the customers would feel a little more safe. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anything else, Miss Mads?
I don't think so. I don't know if you can hear that banging, but that's just my boyfriend hanging something up. So it's loud.
And you guys
But no, I don't have anything else to say.
Yeah.
All right, you want to stick around? You want to run?
Well, I'm going to keep watching, but I don't have anything else to say on here.
All right. Well, you tell Devin hello, and hey, thanks for coming on, and
Okay.
glad you're here.
Okay, thanks. I'll see you guys in the comments.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, Dennis.
Bye-bye. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So as you heard, the story is that she quit her job and moved out to LA to start a new career, and she had some interviews lined up, and then they said, hold on a second. So that happens sometimes.
Yeah. Timing.
Yeah.
But you know what? It could work out really great for her.
That's it. So my advice was that you have no obligations, you have no car payment, you got no mortgage to worry about, no family to worry about. Go do it now. All you got to do is worry about yourself.
I meant to ask her if she spoke Japanese because she had that. Well, those were Chinese. The kanji on the back of the jacket there. I was just curious. There was a little bit of Japanese on the bottom.
And the answer would be no. She did spend some time in Korea, but I don't think she learned any Japanese or Chinese. So.
Okay.
So. Let me just have a look here, see what else I wanted to talk about real quickly. If you bear with me, I'll do some, I did have some more, what's the right word, housekeeping things I just wanted to sort of share with folks. Again, I want to thank you all for coming by and stopping in. Just trying to have something for us to do while we're, what's the right word? living through this coronavirus thing. I want to sort of keep this casual. Try not to get into politics. We get enough of that, especially with me. I live out here in the DC area, so we get enough of our politics. This is, I sort of mentioned the software, StreamYard. I'm still getting familiar with it. Obviously, those of you who are here at the beginning, I couldn't get the sound to work right. That's disappointing, but we'll figure that one out as we go along. I really don't have any specific topics or formats right now. I want to leave it up to the audience. I at one time was thinking maybe we could make this a music talk show and have it a show about music and songs and so on. But I just sort of want to leave it open right now and take it where it goes and what people are thinking. So, Dennis, you're back. Hold on. There we go. Yeah. I brought you back. You're welcome tonight. Come on and ask me anything you want. Ask me about my music background. Ask me about how do I do these videos? Why do I do the videos? I was I was mentioned today by someone in the family that said, boy, you're sure spending a lot of time on these videos. And I said, well, there's not much else for me to do right now.
You have some cool effects in those videos. One that I particularly like is when you take your image and you flatten it and you spin it.
Ah, yes.
Excellent. That's very cool. I don't think I've seen anybody else do that.
Do that one yet? So hold on, we got Mike here from Lottery of Life coming on. So
hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike, how you doing, sir?
All right. How are you? What's up, Dennis?
Mike is another one of my informal mentors. He's one of the first people I ran into when I was coming onto the YouTube, and he had a great program. I watched his show, and he doesn't know it, but he taught me a lot. And Mike, I want to thank you so much.
Hey, appreciate it, Wendell. Anytime.
You got it, man. And you've got a couple of channels, right?
Oh yeah.
You want to talk about them?
If you like. I mean, one's hydroponics. This one's Lottery of Life. Is just, like I said, it's going to be all things. If you guys know Gary Vaynerchuk, and it's just we're all going to come in. Anybody that's been inspired or taken any of his advice and executed on it, failure, successes, whatever. We're all just going to share it, learn from each other. And I got a bunch of interviews lined up. People are going to be coming on. We were doing the Creator Spotlight show. Like you said, it was just helping creators. And this is more into the realm of like entrepreneurs and all things social media and being able to make a revenue stream out of it and a side hustle or maybe even, get into full time. My other channel is hydroponics, and that's what I got started with. And I really haven't told anybody about that. I just started talking about it. And that goes along with the thing as far as being a creator is that you just want organic traffic. All the traffic that I wanted over there was just people that searched for me and found me. So it's none of this, all of us going over and saying, hey, I've got this channel if you like that kind of content. But you know what goes on, everywhere. Right. Ever since I started 3 years ago, I never asked like one person to watch a video, or I never asked one person to sub to my channel, or one person to, even go look at it. And so I knew people on Twitter for like years that didn't even know I had a channel going. And so I built that channel up and with the intention of I was going to get to 10,000 subs with a little cheap camera. It was a little Nikon point and shoot. And I did that. And then I got a little Canon M50 was the next like entry level kind of camera with a flippy screen.
Right.
And, I'm up to like 26,000 just using that and just using free editing software. Not spending a whole lot, so just bootstrapping everything. And I'm actually making a revenue stream off of it that right now, all of our business, Keely V, my wife, she does murals and faux finishes and paintings. Yeah. So all of that work just dried up. We can't go to anyone's house right now. So our business, just like a light switch, all our customers said, sorry, we can't do anything. So all of my now all this side hustle thing that I've been working on for years has kind of took over it because now I can go all in on it because I don't have anything else to do. And so I'm just really grateful for the opportunity, to do it and I'm making revenue at it. And this is stuff that I was trying to share with people for like the entire last year and tell them it works, and now it's come the time where, it's like really important and it's helping me out. So it's very cool. I'm like really grateful.
Excellent. So
Great stuff.
helps somebody like me. Tell me, I don't really know what the product is or the process is on the plants that you're doing. So talk a little bit about that.
That I'm just, I started like all my life just wanted to just garden. And you know, it's they make it look easy. You go over and till the ground and throw your seeds in and water it and, you know, composting, but there's a lot that goes into it. And the work that I do with my wife, we're on the road all the time. And lots of times it's like big projects, like we're painting the entire, you know, house, like big 5,000 square foot houses. She's painting finishes all over them and that. So some of our customers let us spend the night. Sometimes it's a house that is vacant. So we'll be able to stay in them, like some of these beach houses and that.
Uh-huh.
So we'll get to stay in them while she's like painting. So sometimes we're away for like weeks at a time, like working. And whenever I had a garden, you know, it'd do good. And I'm there like daily taking care of it. And then we'd leave and like the irrigation timer would cut off because the circuit breaker tripped or pests would get in there or deer or something would happen. I'd come back and like my entire garden was like decimated. And that would go on, you know, and then if anybody gardens out here, you know, that pretty much that's the end of that season. You wait till you till everything under, wait till the next season. And I had to try and figure out some other way to garden. And we looked into hydroponics. I actually looked into a lot of stuff, aeroponics, aquaponics, biodynamic gardening. There's all kinds of stuff, you know, YouTube, you can find anything, right?
This is so true.
Yeah. So I took a little of everything, what fit me from this kind of gardening and what fit me from this and what would work for me. And I kind of combined them all and I came up with something that worked. And I did it for like actually 3 or 4 years before I even put up a YouTube video. I wasn't even thinking of doing YouTube. So I was just trying to figure out something that worked for me. And then when it was working, I thought, hey, I could maybe sell this stuff and not travel all the time. So I wanted to stay at home and sell products. And, you know, I wasn't thinking of like, I didn't even know what a YouTuber was, but I knew that social media was a way to get attention. And then that was the thing that was coming up that I needed to figure that out, because if I try to advertise, it costs too much. I couldn't afford it, but there's free traffic on the internet. So my first intentions of coming online was using all of these platforms. And that's what I do now. I don't like calling myself like a creator, you know, like this esoteric thing, kind of like, you know, I create, I use all of these as tools.
Excellent.
And so, what do you call, I just, you know, I've got some right here. I just cut it out of a downspout, you know, that goes up on the side of your house.
Yeah.
And you bent the ends and you put hydroponic nutrients in there, stick your plants in it. And basically I've got one to grow microgreens and it's something you can set and kind of forget for like, I mean, that one, when you put your microgreens in there, you can leave that for like a month and not even bother with it.
Wow.
And just keep growing. Then you can keep it up off the ground too. You don't have to worry about like, you know, some pests will get up there, but there's a lot more stuff going on, you know, down on the ground, like rabbit and stuff, you know, they're not going to, you know, hop up. I've got these going up the wall like a ladder system.
And Mike, what's the name of that channel?
It's Keep On Growing with Mike Van Duzy.
Keep On Growing. So if I type in Keep On Growing, it'll pop up?
Yeah, just GROWIN with no G.
Got it. Excellent.
And
you're 100% right that you can find anything on the internet. I mean, I'm with you. 18 months, maybe 24 months now, I knew nothing about YouTube other than, you know, how to search and push the play button. And I'm obviously not an expert, but I know a lot more now. And everything I've learned on how to do my editing and how to do the graphics and so on, everything that came from YouTube.
I know that it like blows my mind that because it's like with the Creator Spotlight Show, I've been answering questions for like a year, right? And a lot of these things are stuff that I found out, like you said, you're just doing your homework. You know, you got Google and you got YouTube. I mean, the number one and number two search engines. I mean, the stuff's out there. And, but, you know, some people don't want to do, you know, put in the work and all that. And they just want to get their answer like that, even though a lot of them aren't willing to like actually execute on it too. You know, that's a whole nother level.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, hey, I just want to mention to the folks in the chat, I'm going to post the link again if anybody wants to come on and join the chat, talk about your channel, just talk about yourself, whatever you want to, what's ever on your mind tonight. Love to have you. Mike, what about you? Anything that you're finding hard right now during the isolation for you? That
Me? No, just at the very first is just uncertainty because, you know, they just told us down here like 2 weeks, you know, stay at home for 2 weeks. And I knew there was no way, you know, because this thing incubates like for a couple of weeks that wasn't going to be it. So when they first did that and they let everybody still be at the beaches, Disney World was still open up, the airports were still letting people in from all over the place. That was a little uncertain for me because I knew that wasn't like going to fix anything, but we were like staying home and staying 6 feet away from each other. But there were people running in and out of the beach down here. But now they told us, you know, another month, they shut down the beaches, you know, so, you know, try to slow this down. I'm okay. I've been preparing for things like this. This isn't really, we have no idea how long this is going to take and we don't know how the economy is going to go. But right now it's kind of like slowed down at a standstill. A lot of people have stopped buying a lot of stuff. But I've been preparing for it. And because it's when things are going good, it's easy for everybody, you know, us to be riding a wave and we're all having fun. The economy's great. We're all spending money. But yeah, I told my wife like years ago, whatever, when we were doing this, and I said, you know, we're building a channel and she does her own arts and crafts too, but we do it and you make it cheap and easy because it said, you know, during the good times, you know, people still want to, there's some people out there want to save money and this and that. But I said, when the economy crashes, when stuff goes to shit, a lot more people are going to be looking for better ways and cheaper ways to do it. Nobody's out there buying designer clothes and looking how to, you know, buy a fancy car or whatever, you know. So right now, I know that when some things are tanking, my channel actually took off. It's got like, I mean, the watch time, I've got like 800,000 minutes of watch time.
Wow.
In the last month or something. So, you know, you need 240,000 is 4,000 hours watch time, right? To get monetized. That's what everybody's trying to get to 4K.
Yep.
But, you know, so I got like friggin' triple that like in 1 month.
Amazing. Yeah.
But it's not, you know, stuff that I've been talking to and trying to tell people, you know, to do. And, you know, but until something happens, they really can't, you know, force it. Hey, Pixelpia.
Yeah, she's good to see you. Thanks for coming by. As a matter of fact, let me take a real quick look, see if there's anybody else that showed up here that I haven't said hello to yet.
Yeah, tell them all to pop on here. I want to say hi.
Yeah, so love to have you. Let me post the link again, and please grab the link. Come on and help me out on my first time out here. So as I said, trying to learn the software and how to do these things.
Yeah. Hey, how'd you do your intro? You did a screen share?
I did, yes.
Now, when you did that, when you clicked on screen share and you picked that one, did you look down in the bottom left corner? There's a little tiny box that says audio.
No.
That's what you got to click on that, and it'll share the audio. You can try it right now if you want. I'm just sitting here.
So is it on the on the screen that I'm sharing?
No, when you're on, like, you've got your little dashboard here right now, and down at the bottom you see it says share screen.
Yes.
When you click that window pops up and you pick, you know, what source you're getting it from.
Right.
When you click on that source, down in the bottom left, there's a little check box that says share audio.
Okay, hold on. Let me just take a look. Right there it is. You're exactly right.
Here, click on that and you can share it over me. I'm just in here. I'm helping you out if you want to see if it plays and if everybody can hear it.
Anybody want to hear the Johnny Rivers Secret Agent Man? Or should I just call an audible, as they say, and do that?
Right. You can play part of it too. You don't have to play the whole thing.
That's true. So here, let's what a good man. Thank you. Hold on here. So,
Nomad Unbroken was trying to tell you that too. He's been using StreamYard,
so I got to click there, and then I click here, and then I click share, and let's go. Where's the replay? Now can you talk now too?
Yeah, I hear it.
There we go. Yep. There we go.
Yeah, I hear it now.
All right, there we go. Thank you so much.
There's a man who leads a life of danger.
All right, we won't force people to go through this.
Everyone he meets is a stranger.
I will take a few moments to talk about this. This was there we go. I had fun with that. I was able to, how I do these videos. Sometimes I plan them out and sometimes they sort of happen. And this one was a little bit of both. And it said, secret agent man, I like that. I think I could do this. I could do this. And so the hardest thing, Mike, for this video was trying to take video with nobody else in the shot. It was like 45 degrees. It was March, maybe it was February. So it was a cold day up here in Maryland. And I'm going, nobody will be at the park. The damn place was packed. But thank you for helping me with that.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't really look like a secret agent man with mom strolling by with their little stroller when you're trying to set the bomb on that.
Well, and I had that tie and jacket and hat on, and some guy walks by and he says, you're the best dressed guy I've seen in this park today.
Or you're just waiting for everybody, so you're just standing there kind of looking suspicious when they're going by, and you're like, okay, move along.
I will tell you, that's one of the hardest things. I don't know if you do a lot of videoing out in public, but that's the one thing that you got to get over is that people are going to watch you and stare at you, and they're going to laugh at you, and it is what it is. And if my daughter came back on, she'd tell you I'm pretty used to people laughing at me, so I usually don't have a problem with that.
That's what you got to do. There's not like me. My second video I did, we had a bathtub we were remodeling. And I stuck it out in the field, and I jumped in it, put my shorts on and jumped in it. So it looked like I was taking a bathtub out in the middle of the field, messed up my hair and stuck my little puppy in there with me. And I just figured, if people are going to laugh at me, an old man doing something like that, I said, I'll get it over in the beginning of my YouTube, journey. And then you don't worry about it anymore.
Well, the one thing that I've told the family, I said, I'm getting to that point where I can start using, I'm the crazy old guy. So It's okay now. It's just a crazy old guy doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It's liberating, right?
So
So Pixel's taking off there.
Oh, it's okay. Hey, thanks for coming by.
Yeah.
She is one of those people that she is always on. Wherever you turn on, she's there.
Yeah.
Sort of like Jelly Duck. I'm surprised Jelly Duck's not here. Maybe he's on a show right now. But regardless of the time of the day, he's where in Beirut. Is that right? I think
Kuwait.
Yeah. And he's on all the time. So.
Yeah, I know he pops on my show once in a while. I'm like, what time is it over there? He's like 4:30 or something. I'm like, what the hell are you doing up?
So I got someone here, Cowpoke Productions, wants to come on with no, looks like there's no video, but let's bring him in and say hello. Hey, how you doing? Hello. Well, I guess they got onto the wrong channel, but that's okay. So that happens sometimes.
Yeah. Well, at least that was just a little music. It wasn't them popping on with some of the other streams that like pop on and not do something like not so nice and pop off.
So, hey, let me ask you, would you mind talking a little bit about your wife's channel? I mean, you're on all the time. I never see her pop on sometimes. She's usually in the chat, but she never comes on. So tell us a little bit about Keely and her channel.
Yeah, it's she doesn't pop on too much because she's actually doing like Poshmark. We've got all those other side hustles we do, eBay. We sell stuff, so we like source things, and then she has, you have to list it. You have to go through and like when you find a purse or something, you have to find the manufacturer and the model and everything and how much it's worth before, you can't just find it and just, stick it up there for sale. So she's usually doing a lot of that. And she started her channel, which she's going to get back into it. But I kind of took over our garage with this. you won't believe it, like these little downspouts I showed you. I've got a
Right.
stack up to the roof. I've got like over 100 orders that need to be made and shipped. So I've got them like all over our garage. So I kind of took over her studio, so she can't, make any videos, but she's starting one, because she sees, I grew one. At first I was like, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, to grow a business or whatever. And I told her, she goes, what are you going to do? I said, I'm going to show people how to do all of this. And she said, well, why are they going to buy one if you're going to show them? I said, well, you're giving out free information. I grow a crowd, and sooner or later, somebody's not going to want to build one, or they're not going to want to get the tools, or some people aren't capable. So I said, and there's where you make some sales. And so she's like, okay, whatever. I was like, and by the way, I'm going to have the tub out in the field with the camera. Can you help me with that? And she's like, what? No. So she was kind of like not on board at first, but then after about a year, and I started setting up affiliate links and all of this other stuff, and she just saw like deposits coming in our bank account, like, you sold another book, you sold another book, you sold, and orders coming in, and then Google AdSense and Amazon affiliate links. Then she was like, wow, this stuff does work. I'm like, well, why don't you start a channel? It's not, and she's really an introvert, like way more than I was. I'm an introvert, I'm not used to doing this kind of stuff. And, but I talked to her into go ahead, and she's been doing arts and crafts like her whole life. She doesn't really call it arts and crafts. It's, but while we were doing murals and paintings, like I said, we were in like some of these big beach houses. We meet a lot of customers that have like huge houses, like they're well off. And a couple of them own like businesses, and they have like corporate parties. And because Keely's so talented and artistic, they asked us to decorate for the parties. So over the years, Keely's been like, whenever the party rolls around, the annual party, she'll be doing centerpieces, and we do like fantastic ones. It was what they're like themed, like one year was musicals. So she made a bunch of centerpieces, like Wicked and The Lion King, all these Broadway plays, and these fantastic little centerpieces. And we do it on a budget, so you don't like, blow, 100, 200, $300 on a centerpiece. So she started her channel, and that's what I was talking about. Like, I was trying to do things cheap and easy with the hydroponics. So her channel is basically like that, where she's building these kind of cool looking arrangements and that, but sourcing most of the stuff from the Dollar Tree or Walmart.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So that you can go out and not spend a whole lot, make something, really cool looking. So she spent all of last year doing one for like every holiday, like St. Patrick's Day, Easter, and those are like evergreen, because now it rolls back around. So hers from Easter from last year, we can take that and start pushing it again, and we really don't have to go make another Easter video. So she's got her set up for the year. Now she's going to go through and make like smaller videos, like little quick ones. So she's got the big ones out of the way. She did all the hard work the first year.
And she does, I mean, you've shown them on your channel sometimes. She does the big wall murals, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's what we did for a business.
Yeah. Those are pretty neat. I just tell you. So
yeah, we're actually getting into what we do sometimes when we get spare time, we like to give back. Is kids in need, if they're somewhere around us, sometimes like if they're going to the hospital, if they're like stay-at-home kids where they can't like get out and they're shut in, sometimes when they're at a doctor's appointment or in the hospital for a week, we like to go in the room when they're not there and paint something for them. And a couple of times we went in and like did a whole room makeover, like on TV, like gutted the room, and I like built furniture, and then she painted stuff all over the ceiling and walls, and when she made it look like a Disney castle, and we got all those little stickers like the Disney princesses and that, and she could take them and move them around on mural. Like her whole wall was like something to play with. It was interactive, and so we're thinking of doing that. You froze up, Wendell? I think I put Wendell to sleep.
there we go. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Mike?
Let's see. Yeah. All right, I'm back.
Yeah, we had a little internet issue there. So
Let me make sure. Let me close the YouTube. I went back there to check it. All right. That's all you got to do when this starts messing. That's one thing with, like you were talking about, this being server based and that all the stuff's done on their end.
right.
When things mess up, you know, you pop out, I can pop out and pop back in. If you're doing it like with OBS and that and your thing messes up, usually that was like the end of the stream.
Well, Mike, we're close to the top of the hour, and I do want to just say a few things and then close out.
Okay.
Anything else you want to share? I want to thank you for coming on.
No, appreciate it. Thanks, and look forward to coming on again. We'll catch you next week on your live show.
Please do, yes. And I'm gonna before I get out of here, I'm gonna post the link one more time in case anybody wants to come on and say a quick hello. But if you've been here from the beginning, meaning the top of the show, this is my first show. Still trying to figure things out. Would love to hear your feedback. What would you like to see? What types of things would you like? Is this open format something that is of interest, or would you like something a little more structured? Meaning, should we have a specific topic that we're talking about, such as music or whatever? But again, just looking for the audience to give me some help. So
Cool. Yeah.
And it looks like we got people back. Well, Mike showed me how to use this. So Mike, I got an exit video I'm going to show. And
Cool.
Again, Mike, thanks so much for coming in.
Yeah, we'll catch you later. Appreciate it, Wendell.
Hold on here. So I want to thank everybody. Oh, I forgot before I do this, before I show the video, I do want to say I forgot to flip my channel around here. I do want to again talk about the video call-in show. Jim runs a great show on Sundays, 8 o'clock. Go catch his show. You can find his link, just video call-in show. You'll enjoy it. It's a great show Jim does. Also on Fridays, Miscast Entertainment, MISCAST, Miscast Entertainment on Friday nights, 8 o'clock. He does another great call-in show. That can get a little crazy at times, but it is Friday night. So those are two other channels that have video call-in shows. I'd like to, if you're interested, check them out. I am going to be posting 2 song clips from one of my live streams. I'm going to post one on Friday, one on Monday. Next Wednesday, somewhere here, I can put my little banner up that I made. I did here. Let me just show this real quick here. So there's the video call-in show every Sunday, and then the Miscast Entertainment every Friday. And I'm going to have my next live show is going to be on April 8th, and we're going to have how did I say it? Chesney's Songs of Summer. So we're going to have some Kenny Chesney songs that he uses, that he talks about summer. So we'll be doing that, and we'll be talking about Kenny Chesney for the hour. So it should be a fun time, and I want to thank you all for coming by. I got a video here to close out the day. One of my fun ones I really enjoyed doing. I want to thank Mike for helping me figure out how to do this the right way. So let me find it, and we'll play it. There we go.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, this really surprises me. Thank you. Thank you. This is just a gag. I don't drink anymore. Freeze it. Eat it as a popsicle. A drink never hurt nobody. Just remember the words of the great Joe E. Lewis. You're not too drunk if you can lie on the floor without holding on. Well, in all seriousness, I really feel bad for those of you who don't drink. I mean, because in the morning when you wake up, that's the best you're going to feel all day. Well, I had a very special request. Very special request. But I'm going to sing anyway. How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in a boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. I've sunshine enough to spread. It's just like the fella said. Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head? Like the fella once said, ain't love a kick in the head? Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in a boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wed. She's picked out a king-size bed. I couldn't feel any better, or I'd be sick. Tell me quick, oh, ain't love a kick? Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head?
Everybody, hey, thanks so much for coming by. And next Wednesday, I'll be on with the full show. Summer songs, Chesney songs of summer. And as I always say, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. See you in a week. Bye-bye now.